What about the anabolic window? This is the idea that if you would like to maximize muscle growth and recovery, you would want to consume a bolus of protein and carbohydrates immediately after a workout. Let's first talk about carbohydrates. In terms of net muscle growth, when carbohydrates are added to an already sufficient dose of protein, they do not further increase muscle protein synthesis. The other function of carbohydrates is to resynthesize muscle glycogen. Glycogen is essentially a big long strand of glucose that can be stored mainly in the liver and the muscles. And this glycogen is the main energy substrate during lower and middle intensity exercise. The more muscle glycogen we have going into an exercise session, the better our performance will most likely be. It does appear that in the 2 hours after exercise, we resynthesize muscle glycogen at a much faster rate. With that being said, really the only population that would benefit from an extremely rapid glycogen replenishment are individuals who are doing multiple daily exercise sessions. Or if you are doing an exercise session at night and then an immediate exercise session that following morning. However, given that you have an adequate carbohydrate consumption, and there are more than about 20 hours between exercise sessions, the speed at which you replenish your muscle glycogen will not impact your next workout, because it takes less than 24 hours to replenish muscle glycogen, given that you're consuming an adequate quantity of carbohydrates. If immediate glycogen replenishment is extremely important, there are a few things that actually appear to be very beneficial. Post-exercise caffeine consumption increases the rate of glycogen synthesis. Additionally, a mixture of glucose and fructose is superior to just glucose alone, because the glucose can accelerate the resynthesis of liver glycogen, and the glucose is mainly used to replenish muscle glycogen. And because we have both glucose and fructose transporters that also use sodium, including sodium into a post-workout solution intended to replenish muscle glycogen may also have benefits. There's been a few different reviews looking at the ingestion of protein immediately after a workout or delaying the intake of protein after a workout, and the results are extremely mixed. Some studies finding that there is a small benefit and others finding that there is absolutely no difference. There also doesn't appear to be a difference between pre-workout or post-workout protein ingestion. Therefore, the people that would likely want to consume protein immediately after a workout are those entering into their exercise session in a fasted state. Additionally, skeletal muscle is sensitized to protein ingestion for 24 to 48 hours following resistance training. This essentially means that we will induce a higher muscle protein synthetic response after every protein ingestion for 24 to 48 hours after exercise. So rather than exercise increasing our ability to build muscle for 1 to 2 hours after an exercise session, it actually increases our ability to build muscle for 1 to 2 days after the exercise session. Protein and carbohydrates are fun to talk about, but what about other molecules? The consumption of creatine after a workout appears to be slightly superior to the consumption of creatine pre-workout. But the main thing is getting your creatine in at some point during the day. You would actually not want to take antioxidants after a workout, because the inflammatory signals that occur as a response to exercise, they do make you sore, but they are also used as signaling molecules to increase skeletal muscle adaptations. Therefore, blunting it with antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin E may actually be counterproductive to the long-term goal. The same holds true for cold water immersion. It does appear to improve muscle recovery and reduce muscle soreness, but it also interferes with resistance training adaptations. Saunas, on the other hand, may actually improve adaptations, but this is specifically for endurance training. Rapid rehydration post-workout can improve your performance on daily tasks of living, such as working, studying, driving, learning, and just showing up for your family. And rehydration isn't just water, it also includes sodium chloride and potassium chloride, because sodium, potassium, and chloride are the main nutrients lost in sweat. And there is a very small amount of evidence for replenishing calcium, because there is a slight loss of calcium during exercise. And for one you may not have expected, crocodile blood supplementation reduces delayed onset muscle soreness. And the data indicate that 1 gram per day of crocodile blood supplementation should be safe for human consumption. We also see that vitamin D supplementation can reduce high-intensity exercise inflammation. However, taking high doses of vitamin D may be similar to taking high doses of other antioxidants. But another option is just going outside and taking a walk. Immediate post-workout rehydration may be extremely beneficial, but the immediate consumption of protein and carbohydrates has little to no benefits, unless you are entering into the session in a fasted state, or if you plan on engaging in a second exercise session in less than 24 hours. With that being said, if you would like an individualized approach to nutrition and lifestyle to optimize your health, energy, and body composition, send me a DM to sign up for coaching.